Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Dina, and I am Michael, and I'm taking a look at the questions you sent me by email. Okay, so your first question is about passive voice, right? So you say, when I'm saying a resource that has helped me a lot is a chemistry book which calls a comprehensive chemical reaction. So first of all, this is a title, right? So we'll probably do this. So let's just look at this sentence in its totality here. All right, you say why. You want to say not why I have, say why do. Why do I have to use the passive voice here and say which is called? Since I already mentioned the name of the book, it doesn't matter whether you mention the name of the book. The question is, chemistry, is it receiving or doing the action? A book does not call itself. Someone has to call the book a certain title. So the chemistry book is called by the author, or the author called the book a comprehensive chemical reaction. So what I'm saying is, in this case, because chemistry book is receiving the action, not doing the action, it's better to use passive voice here. So I would say a resource that has helped me a lot is a chemistry book which is called a comprehensive chemical reaction. That's the best way to do that. Again, the main thing is if the noun or whatever it is, if it's a subject or a noun, if it's receiving the action, not doing the action, then you need to use a passive voice, and you form that by using a form of the be verb plus a past participle. Okay, here's your next question. You say, we're using to watching TV every Friday night. You're saying, is this sentence right to express in a habit which still happens? Yes, as long as you do this. So we have to go back to the beginning here. So we are used to watching TV every Friday night. In this case, it means that we are accustomed to watching TV every Friday night, right? And probably that's not the right meaning. If I said, well, I'm used to running in the mornings now, it's not as difficult as it used to be. I'm talking about, getting used to something that might have been difficult to do at first, and I don't even think it's so. In this case, if you're saying used to mean accustomed to, then maybe used to is better. But my point is, why even do that? Why not just say this? Because one of the common uses of the simple present is to use it to talk about habits, habitual activities. So this, we watch TV every Friday night to talk about a habit. I think that's probably the most effective way to talk about that idea. You say, I need to use only the simple present to talk about a habit, and when can I use the subject plus the verb plus used to plus the ing form? Okay, it's a good question. So I already gave you an example like that. If I said, or maybe not use smoking here. You might say, so you've said this, I am used to, if you wanted to use the working here, I'm used to working long hours. at my job. So this is how you could use this. In this case, I'm used to working long hours at my job. Now, if you say I'm used to working long hours, it implies that maybe in the beginning this was a difficult change in your life and you weren't used to in the beginning working the long hours, but after a few weeks or a few months, it doesn't affect you as much as it used to. Now, if I say I work long hours at my job, you're just making a statement about what you do on a daily basis. You're not saying it was difficult or it was hard. You're just saying that you do it. It's a habit that you do. So maybe that's when you can use used to working when you're talking about being accustomed or accustomed to doing something, as opposed to talking about a habit, in which case the simple present will work better. Does that make sense? All right.